the director of football, non-league to legend. We are still with Saitama United, aka Urawa Red Diamonds. Things have been going better since we were here last. As you can see, we are top of our group in the AFC Champions League. We've been through a transfer window. I should not have taken part in the deadline day because, oh my god, it's been a madness. You can see there's a lot of ineligible players, unregistered players, injured players. We have had a time. But we play Buriram today and we play Seoul in the second game, which we have league games in between, but we're going to skip those because nobody cares about the league. Since you were here last when we played Tanjin Kunjan and drew 2-2 and then lost against Kitsuyasu Blanco, we then went on and played Nagoya Stulls and we drew 0-0. Terrible game. We did change formation. I'm just going to put this. It started out as a 4-2-3-1, and then we went to a 4-3-1-2, and now we're just playing with a 4-3-3. So I went from being crazy wanting to play wingers, and then not playing any wingers ever anymore. We don't play with wingers anymore. If you're a winger, you're a left back or a right back now. Then we played Buriram and beat them 6-0. It was quite the game. We absolutely destroyed them. Turns out they're not very good. So happy days. Then we played Okayama again. Lost again. Had a player sent off 4 minutes in. You may see the name Fernando Hernandez and say, I don't recognize him. And you may see Rafael Moreno go, don't recognize him. Yeah, we've been busy. The director of football really has gone crazy in signing players. Then we played against Hiroshima, beat them 2-0. Had another player sent off early on. Second yellow in the 21st minute. I thought it was going to be quite difficult after that. It wasn't really, to be fair. We were on top of the game for the entire game and then just didn't really make a difference. Then against Seoul, we beat them 3-1. They took the lead after 10 minutes. It was tight game. We really took off in the last 20 minutes and we won the game 3-1. It was delightful. Then against Belena Shizuoka, definitely not how you say it, had another player sent off, but we still won 2-1. You're kind of seeing a theme here. You know, we had a bit of a period there where we had a lot of players sent off. We picked up a lot of injuries recently as well. It's been interesting. I've been enjoying it. It's been fun. Not really. Then against Tianjin Qinjan, 5-3. Arai got 2. I was delighted. For this game, we had a total of 4 substitutes that were in the first team. So I ended up taking a bunch of under 23s and under 18s players and putting them in. Unfortunately, they were all goalkeepers. That's all I had. I had 3 goalkeepers on the bench. I think it was 3. It might have been 4. I had a bunch of goalkeepers on the bench. That's how bad I got. Then against Funabasi Bandits, 4-0. Dan Hirosaki, new signing as well. Yamashita and, as I'm calling him, Kadoi. Also, you've never seen him before. To be fair, I don't actually remember him coming into the club. He just kind of appeared. So, it's been a time. And then against Osaka, we just beat them 2-1. This 4-3-3 is really working for us. So those are the games we've played. We're going to play Buriram and Seoul in this game. Actually, 3 league games in between. But we're going to play Buriram and Seoul in this episode. I completely forgot how to speak English there. It's all the time I've been spending in Japan. Actually, do I speak Japanese yet? No. Not even a little bit. So, as it is right now, we have a couple of players on the way out. We have Akira Abe, who is leaving. He threw a hissy fit, so he's gone. Sato is going as well. And Sakamoto is off to Nagata Unicorn. Actually, aren't you off to... No, you're off to Kyoto Cyclone. Then we have a couple of our first team players are leaving. Nagano is off to Portugal, to Rio Ave. Yura Hamada is off to Herenveen because he wants to play Champions League football. They got knocked out of the Europa League group stages. And Lucas Beltran, not been at the club very long, decided he didn't want to play for us anymore. I have no problem. We're making a small loss on him, but he's leaving, so it's fine. Any interesting players leaving since you were here last? Oyama went to Kiru Cyclone for 300k, and nobody cares about him. Since you were here last, Fernando Hernandez came in on loan, got sent off in his second game, his first start, not played since. We've a glutton of central midfielders, no reason to play him, so I'm not going to. Rafael Moreno came in. He is a decent Colombian striker. He actually has progressed a bit since he arrived. 5-3. He's been good. He's not registered to play in the Champions League, so you won't see him today. But when we qualify, he'll be definitely going straight in because we are severely lacking players now. Alder Serna is another one of these wingers that came in, who's now learning to be left back. He looks frightening. This guy is so physical, apart from his jumping reach. But his tackling is only 5. But he can dribble, he can cross. Everything about him screams attacking fullback or attacking wingback. So he's learning to be a complete wingback. And he is going to absolutely destroy everyone. Serna is fantastic. Then the director of football went away to Melbourne and brought Adrian Thomas in. He's mentally a very good player. Physically, he's pretty good. Technically, he is shocking. So he's played, I think he's come off the bench twice. He's come off the bench twice. I don't really see him playing a whole heap. Now, I was sitting here thinking we could do it a left back because Hamada was our only left back and he wanted to leave. So you're going to see in a minute. We brought in a couple of left backs. A little bit of a problem with that, but we'll get there. Kiyama came from Okayama, where he'd only played 1 game in his entire career. He's now played 3 for us. He looks like he could be good. He's not great right now, but yeah. Dan Hirosaki, as you saw, scored a couple of goals in a game recently. Has first touch of 17. Wants to be a playmaker. I don't think so. His passing and vision, no, he's not a playmaker. This guy, box to box. He is a box to box midfielder, if ever I seen one. He has decent dribbling, decent finishing. His long shots are pretty good. His passing's pretty good. He's good physically. He's got pretty good mentals. He's been quite good as a box to box midfielder so far, so I'm going to say I'm doing well. Then Kadoi is another left back that was brought in. Again, physically really good. Technically, leaves a lot to be desired. Played 18 games for Mataki Discovery FC. Never scored. Scored in... Was it on his debut he scored? For us. So, we're pretty good. Then Takahira, centre back, came in. Hasn't played yet. He seems to be a little injury prone, I will say. The director of football went insane for Kobe Leon players. He's the only one we got. There was a striker who was trying to sign as well. And he wanted to swap 2 of our players for him. Plus he was going to give Kobe Leone like 5 million for the player. And I was freaking out, but thankfully I think it was a striker, and he said, no, don't want to join. And I was like, whew. Then we got in Okana, who is another left back. he's a pretty good all-rounder. Not really the kind of left back I want. Also arrived and couldn't be registered for the league. So he's sitting out. So he can't play any competitive games for us. You done good, Director of Football. You done good. I don't think any players were... No, we didn't release any players. But yeah, we, like I said, had a very busy transfer window deadline. As you can see, 5 players came in. 2 of them were left backs. 2 of them were strikers. Or no, sorry, 1 striker, a midfielder and a centre back. It was crazy. And we sent 3 players out. Ortega went out on loan. I'm pretty sure that's like the most important player that we lost. So this is all the available players we have. I thought this wasn't... Oh no, we actually have more available players. Ooh. Okay, the rest of them are goalkeepers. That's fine. That's the issue we were having last time. We had suspensions and injuries. So, as you can see, Hamada and Beltran are going to be sitting on the bench today. But we are going to have Yamagashi in goal, Minizuma as our right back, Gajos is going to play as the left back, other Yamagashi and Sato starting as our centre backs, with Nasu, Tashima and Ishida in centre midfield, with Arai, Yamashita and Yamanashi up front, leading the line. We are going to win this game. I'm going to say 9-0, because I think, we're away, but I still think we're going to smash them. We're going to win this 9-0, and you're a real player. You're a 33-year-old who scored 34 goals for your international. He's played 399 league games for Buriram. Very good. Are you any good? No. But yeah, it's been a hell of a time. Fully expect you to keep our run going. When we turned the form around and we started winning, things were good. I was happy. Team picks itself. I was expecting Tanjin to be significantly more difficult of a team to play in this group than they were, but it's fine so far. Buriram are the slapping boys of the group, so I'm assuming we're just going to walk this one as well. I think Seoul beat them 1-0 in the last game. Penalty. I actually want to check. Okay, we can't check. Okay, we could have, but we can't. Our penalty takers are terrible. So Yamashita down the middle, just about scores. But regardless, we are leading. Buriram have already had a shot on target, or had a shot and it was on target. Interesting. How are Seoul and Tinjan playing? Ishida puts that one wide. No, they've already played. Okay. We've had a lot of offers for some of our... Arai almost gets himself a cheeky little goal. We had a lot of offers for first team players, and the director of football was just straight up refusing pretty much every offer that came in. So I was quite happy with that. Nasu, Tashima gets blocked, and it's the Thai striker, who does quite well for himself, to be fair, didn't actually do all that one this time, unfortunately for him. By the looks of it, actually, this video is going to be long enough. I think we may come back for the Seoul game in the next episode and do a league game as well, because we haven't done a league game since the last episode. So it's one episode without a league game. Alright. Can't get there, but gets the ball second time around. Nasu actually has been playing as a deep laying playmaker on support while Tashima was out, because Tashima cannot play more than like 2 football matches in a month. So Nasu was playing as the deep laying playmaker on defend, and he was scoring some amount of goals. I was very, very surprised because he was playing so deep constantly, but he was scoring regularly enough that I kind of went, he's scoring a lot of goals. Where surprisingly, is this going to be okay? I thought that was going to be another sending off. I was like, I don't really need another sending off before the end of the group stages because we're already struggling to put a team together. Like, Gajos is having to play at left back. That's so short of left backs we are for where we are now. Alright. Oh, that pinged about quite a substantial amount, if I do say so myself. Minizuma whips it in. Nobody is there. Why would you? His decision making is shocking, I have to say. Yeah, I'm not happy with that first half showing. Yamanashi is having a poor game, and so is Tashimi. Not Tashima. I'm thinking of Shishimi because I'm a little bit hungry. Yeah, I don't think we really have anyone on the bench I want to bring on. Like, I changed my manager's outfit as well to match the Urawa Red Diamonds. So he's no longer wearing the Ireland kit. So I'm wearing a red suit, black shirt, black shoes, and a white tie. Oh, spicy looking. Tashima. Yamashita. Yamanashi. Oh, from distance. Almost put that one away. The centre back. He has been taking quite a few free kicks recently. And he's actually not that bad, I have to say. Ari, not having a great game either. This is a little... I have an idea for a change we can make. I just don't know, do I want to? Nasu puts it in. Yamanashi, it's just pinged around, and Yamanashi ends up being the one at the end of it. Naoki Yamashita gets given the assist. I don't think he really meant to assist in this. It was a shot that didn't really work for him. Yeah, it was just, they were pinging the ball about, and it eventually just went into the back of the net. Ari still not having the best of games. I'm willing to give him... Oh, Yamanashi, that was handed to him. They might as well have just passed him the ball and went, there you go, boy. I suppose they wouldn't say it like that because they're in Japan. But that's how I'd say it. Bamhide, literally just been booked, and makes another poor decision. And I think now the floodgates have opened. They've just swapped to a flat 4-4-2. I thought they were playing already, but it moved. Gajos is just like, I won't bother going after that. You have it. Murad's down the wing. Bamhide. Yamanashi, don't get sent off. Was his name Ping Pong? Ping Pong. Has Loki Doki infiltrated my save? Started calling players Ping Pong. Yamanashi, almost gets his hat trick. Tashima. Actually, Tashima's been very quiet in this game. Now that I said it, he's probably going to get sent off, but he's been quiet. Normally when he's playing, he's getting involved. Tashima, Nasu, pings it off one of the Buriram players. Tashima, out to Gajos, into Ishida. Alright, he just puts it wide. I think we're going to make a change, and we're going to do this because I have so very many attacking midfielders on the bench. Is there anyone else I want to take off? Anyone I need to rest? Nasu. Do I have anyone I can bring on for him? No. I do, actually. Bring on Wagasaki for Nasu. And that fixes that problem. Yay! So Mashi comes on as the box-to-box. Wagasaki comes on as an attack midfielder, which we have not played with recently because we haven't had a need to. Wagasaki. Almost kept in by Tishima. And the fans are leaving early. Don't be doing that, lads. That's not nice. I'm going to give him praise. We scored 6 goals less than I expected so far. But, you know, what can you... I'm going to bring on Takayama to see out the game. He's going to get 10 minutes in the Champions League unless the player gets sent off, and then probably still make the change anyway. They're not going to score 3 goals in 10 minutes, are they? Jaded. Millarp? Waterchai Millarp. It's a pretty snazzy name, to be fair. Yamagashi drops down to a 7 after he's taken off. Yamanashi whips it over. Yamashita. Himself and Yamanashi have absolutely ruined Buriram's day. And over the shoulder. That was... That's a bit of skill now that you don't learn at school. It is though. That's a bit of skill that you do learn. But you got to be good at it to do it. Wagasaki runs all the way down. Yamashita picks it up. And that's his hat-trick. Yep. That's the hat-trick. I couldn't remember if he'd scored earlier in the game. But he has. Go on, boy. Wagasaki's only on the pitch 10 minutes. And he scores. Or he's assisted. No, he's been on the pitch for a little bit longer than 10 minutes. It's Takayama that's only been on the pitch for 10 minutes. Wagasaki puts it wide. Give the lads a bit of praise. You know, well done. You've done well. We've qualified for the next round, regardless of what happens in the game against Seoul. We are guaranteed to go into the next round because we are 6 points ahead of Seoul now. And I don't think we can actually finish in second. I think we've guaranteed top of our group. Qualification is in the bag. Well done. Who got man of the match? Yamashita. To be fair, he got a hat-trick and an assist. That performance was fantastic, buddy. Yeah, we're definitely not going to go on to the Seoul game because we've already been 22, almost 23 minutes. Takayama makes his debut, 20 years old. He looks like he could be. He's very brave, very determined. I like it. It's got the first touch of a dead donkey, but he can still... Football is a thing he does. He's allowed to use his hands. That's all that matters. Qualified for the second round from Group E. And yeah, we cannot finish any lower than top of the group. So we are into the next round as group winners. It's just going to be... It's going to be Tanjin, because we're not going to lose against Seoul. We're just not going to lose against Seoul. And Buriram are not going to be able to beat Tanjin. So you're looking at the top 2. It's not going to change. I'm guaranteeing it now. It's not going to change. We're also struggling in the league ever so slightly. We are 9th. With 2 draws and a singular defeat. We have only played 7 games. A lot of teams have played 10. So it's us and Hiroshima have the least amount of games played. But Okayama are in 4th with 8 games played. They're only 3 points ahead of us, to be fair. So I'm not worried. Like I said, we will be back for the Seoul game. And we will play Hamatasu Rafile? Why not? That's what we're going to do. We're going to play... Why do we play Lynx twice here in the league? 3 days apart. Okay. It's probably been changed because of the Champions League games. Yeah, we will be back for the Seoul game and the Hamamatsu Rafael game. So, if you have enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. This Japanese leg of the non-league to legend has been fantastic. It's basically a journeyman, a road to glory, gold. We're on a gold road to glory of gold. To the gold glory of gold. Journey gold of man gold. Thank you very much for watching, fellas, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!